Okay, so we can start by setting an intention to be true to ourselves. I don't mean that in a cheesy way. I mean to honour what feels right for us in any moment, particularly in the class tonight, to honour what feels right for us, to trust our instinct, to trust our instinct in a way that is respectful of our own process and feelings. We can start by becoming aware of this room. And become aware of your body. So the theme for tonight's class is on grieving. So I'll put things in that context from time to time. So our body, when we're grieving, can very often develop very strong physical symptoms. For me, it's whiplash on the left side of my neck. I've had that 4 or 5 times. I've had it recently in the last few weeks. I've been grieving for something, about something, and to different degrees I've developed the symptoms of whiplash each time I grieve, and it goes when the grief cycle finishes. So it's very distinct and there's been no physical reason for it. It's happened numerous times. So I know from personal experience that we can develop really quite severe or less severe physical symptoms as part of grieving. So if you're grieving and you're meditating, if you're listening to this and you're grieving, either in the class today or with it online in the future, then just allow your body to be as it is. If there's pain there, know that it's distinct and part of the painful, brutal process. It's not to say we can't seek medical help for things, but you may find if you've got physical pains that a physio or an osteopath just can't seem to move at all, then it may be linked to the grief. If you're grieving, you may feel very lethargic, heavy. You may be in a phase that is in shock. Our body acts differently when we're in shock, and we can often find ourselves just staring, being listless, not being able to process information, not being able to remember things very well. So the shock phase can have a very distinct physical manifestation too. So we can just come to be aware of our body and what state it's in right now. Maybe you're not grieving and you want to just listen and practice alongside. And we can meet with our thoughts. Notice your thoughts that come up. If it's thought about this person or this loss, allow it to be, if it feels right to. Allow the memories to arise. And if it's just random stuff or thoughts of the day, just let those come up too. And if your mind wanders away, just come back to the thoughts. Let the thoughts come and let them go. Now we're going to bring our awareness to our feelings. If you're in a lot of pain, a lot of heartache, this can be difficult, but I think it honours the process of grieving if we can try to watch these thoughts, watch these feelings and allow them to be here, to be honest about our grieving with ourselves. Or whatever's here right now, if you're not grieving, whatever is here is here. Your mind may want to pop out and be away from the unpleasant feelings, but please try to gently bring yourself back to breathing, relaxing, and letting the feelings be here. Notice where this feeling is in your body. If there's a feeling in the pit of your stomach, quite common with grieving. Tightness in the chest, a broken heart, very common obviously. And a feeling of choked in the throat is also very common. And a big part of grieving is anger. At some point anger will come up. And often it comes up massively. We can do this exercise with that. We can sit, take ourselves away watch our anger. And if it comes out and we hurt someone with our speech, or they hurt us and we recognise it's from their grief, then when the dust settles, we can apologise. We can see it for what it was, recognise it in our mind mindfully, and we can apologise. So we've met with body, maybe grieving body. We met with thoughts, maybe grieving mind. And we've met with feelings, maybe grieving heart. They're all interconnected. Interdependent. Now we're going to bring our awareness to our body. We're going to try to relax it. Bring your awareness to your face. Allow your face to be as it is, as it needs to be. If you feel very sad, allow your face to be as it wants to be. If you feel chilled out, allow that. Allow your face to represent your heart, your throat, or your stomach. Now we can bring our awareness to our shoulders and our neck. So these may become very tight if we're grieving. We may have trouble sleeping. We may have painful feelings inside of us. We may have the guilt, the anger, the trauma. We do have trauma if there's grieving. It's a traumatic experience, brutal. So just allow your arms to rest under their own weight. Your chin tucked in just a little. And just allow your shoulders and neck to relax as best you can. There's nothing shameful in relaxing when we're grieving. The person who's passed away wouldn't want us tensed up, so we can relax a little. And now we're going to relax our arms and legs. Please bring your awareness to your left shoulder. We can scan all the way down the left shoulder, all the way down the left arm, hands and fingers. If there's tightness there, see if you can relax it off. And then we bring our awareness to our right shoulder. And we do the same process. And now from the left hip all the way down, we scan, let go of any tension and tightness. Bringing our awareness to our right hip, we scan down the thigh, the calf, the feet, the toes. Wherever we've tensed up during the day or the week, let it go. Relax those muscles. Now we're going to bring our awareness back to our abdomen, and we're going to imagine thick black smoke swirling around inside of our body cavity. And bound up in it is our fear of strong emotions, our fear of strong emotions, our fear of grieving. And with 3 nice steady deep out breaths, imagine this black smoke comes up and out of the nostrils, billows into the distance, and takes with it our fear of strong feelings, trauma, shock, anger, sadness, lethargy, despair. They can all be met as best we can with some tenderness, some acceptance, so that they can release cleanly, or at least thoroughly. After 3 nice, steady deep out breaths, bring your breathing back to its normal rhythm. And let your breath come in all the way down. As you breathe in, let your belly out, let your breath in, and then let the breath out again. If you feel feelings in the pit of your stomach, that's normal for the grieving process. But bring that breath all the way down into it. And now we're going to do some gold light breathing. So we visualize sparkling golden light coming in through our nostrils. And as you breathe in this sparkling golden light, I'd like you to imagine this person is with you. This person's always been with you anyway, because mind creates all phenomena. Everything appears and arises out of space, goes back to space, just like our thoughts come and go, feelings come and go, people come and go, stars and planets come and go. All completely connected. So as you breathe in, imagine sparkling golden light coming in. And allow yourself, if you can, to feel the love of this person. And as you breathe out, you can breathe out love that sends them on their way as to wherever they go, whatever your beliefs and thoughts and ideas are on death. It doesn't hurt to wish people well with love. So as you breathe in, sparkling golden light, imagine you're breathing in their love. And as you breathe out love to them. Imagine that this golden light is spreading, sparkling around your body and your mind. If this is proving difficult, just do the breathing. If you can, try to help some love to help your breathing process along. And then before we finish this golden light breathing, imagine with the last few golden light breaths, you breathe in all the love this person has ever had for you. Allow yourself to receive it. Allow it to touch your heart and your mind. Pure love. People may not express it, some people are very private, but we all have it. We all wish it for people in our own particular way. Now we're going to do the breathing meditation. Just allow your breath to come in, follow it down, and then follow it back out. Whatever is here, physically and emotionally, mentally, just allow it to be here. And breathe. Now we bring our awareness into our nostril linings. Notice the cool air as we breathe in, and the warm air as we breathe out. If your mind feels distracted, don't worry, that's very common with meditating whilst breathing. We can try to form some peace so that we can grieve well. As you breathe in, it's cooler. As you breathe out, it's warmer. We bring our awareness now to the very rims of our nostrils. Again, it's cooler as we breathe in and warmer as we breathe out. If you're in a warm room, this difference may be quite subtle. Colder room is more distinct. If we know someone who's grieving, then there's meditation practices we can do to help with this. And one of the best ways we can help, besides practical support, is to be stable, to be able to listen, to be able to give compassion, to be able to cope with a very difficult atmosphere in the house or at work or wherever it may be. Sometimes we need our own little bit of insulation from things, and insulation, not detachment, but a bit of calmer space, so we can let things be. So there's quite a famous in Buddhist circles, quite a famous practice called Tonglen, Tonglen, and it means taking and giving. So what we do is, it's an imagination process. So we're not really taking on somebody's suffering and pain, but we're imagining we are. It's a way to enrich that relationship, to make that bond stronger, and that empathy and compassion stronger. So with the depth of our love for this person, we can recognize that we would bear their pain. If we could bear their pain today, we would, and release them from it, at least to the degree that we can. So what we do is we imagine that as we breathe in, this person is in front of us, and we imagine them grieving, being in pain. And as we breathe in, we imagine that black smoke comes from their heart to ours. And we breathe in, actually, we imagine we breathe in the black smoke, comes down to our heart, and through the power of our love and compassion, through the power of our intention in doing this meditation, it dissolves away. And as we breathe out, we imagine golden light coming from our nostrils to their heart, and it gives them healing love. There's quite a bit of visualization, but don't worry. Imagine the person. As you breathe in, imagine black smoke coming from their heart down into your heart, through your nostrils, down your throat. Imagine the power of your love and compassion melts it away. And as you breathe out that love out of your nostrils to their heart, which warms them, heals them, supports them. As you breathe in this smoke, you know that they are being unburdened. It's a beautiful thing, unburdening, visualizing unburdening their pain. Imagine it coming as smoke in through your nostrils down into your heart, and your love and compassion melts it away. Then as you breathe out, beautiful golden light from your nostrils to their heart. Imagine they're healed and loved and warmed up, relaxed. So we're practicing mindfulness, concentration, love, compassion, empathy. So many different practices in this one practice. It's very profound. We breathe in the pain in the form of the black smoke into our heart. It melts away with love. We breathe out that love in the form of golden light to their heart, and it unburdens them. Imagine all the black smoke completely disappears, golden light can then come out. You You can do this for any situation, any suffering that someone has. You can imagine taking it on and giving them peace. Imagine now your loved one who was grieving, imagine them to be, for now, at peace in front of you, smiling back at you, still going through their process, but with peace and love. And bring your awareness now back to yourself. Notice how you feel. Guilt forces us to not feel happy or peaceful or content or grateful. But if it's there and part of your grief process right now, just acknowledge it. Don't try and change it or remove it. And if it's not there and you are able to feel a little bit of peace from this meditation, then please accept it wholeheartedly. It's okay to feel some peace while you're grieving. It's okay to feel that love and that compassion, that mindfulness and concentration to whatever degree you can. So we can be at peace and very sad. We can be at peace and in a lot of pain. We can be at peace and have guilt and all these other things. If we watch them and don't try to force them out, then there is space in our mind for peace and suffering. Like the space in the sky for the blueness and the clouds. And finally, we can dedicate the peace, the love, the compassion, the empathy we've created tonight to our loved ones who are grieving, people out in the world. Beirut springs to mind, obviously, at the moment, besides people, families who've died from COVID and all sorts of other terrible things. So our own family, to other families, to animals and birds and things that grieve when they lose babies. We can think, may everyone find peace. May everyone find peace. And especially this person who's passed away, or people who've passed away in our mind and in our life, recently or in the past. May they be at perfect peace. May they be at perfect peace. And then when it feels comfortable, just gently allow your eyes to open. Thank you.